Resurrection, so I came back to life. He couldn't speak, only gasp. What's the matter? Lizardmen don't typically hate resurrection, do they? Or did you forget how to talk? Our resurrection, you can bring the dead back to life, that's what I am saying. Really? You thought I couldn't do something so simple? Did you hold a big ritual? Why would I need that? I can do it fine by myself. Zayusu had nothing else to say. Resurrection magic was a miracle performed by the legendary Lizardman with Dragon Lord blood. But here was a being who said he could do it by himself. Was he a monster? No. Was he a caster with immense power? No. Zayusu had figured it out completely. He was leading a mythical army and attended by devils. In other words, the being before him was on par with a god. Zayusu sat up, wobbling, and prostrated himself before Aints. Crush hurriedly bowed in the same way. Great One. The being looking down at him seemed confused for a moment, but Zayusu judged that to be just his imagination. I devote myself to you. Good. I'll make you a promise on my honor as Aints Ul Gown. Allow the Lizardmen to flourish. That's what you want. I promise anyone under my rule will flourish. I thank you. Well, your mouth still isn't working quite right, is it? If you rest a bit, you'll get back up to speed. Rest for now. Later there are a lot of things we have to decide. First, we need to make sure this village, now under my rule, has proper security. Well, please discuss it with Cocytus. Saying that, Aints readied himself to leave, but Zayusu had something he needed to ask first. It had to be now. Please wait. What about Zenbal and my brother? Their corpses should be over there somewhere. Aints had begun walking away with Aura, but he stopped and gestured casually with his jaw toward the edge of the village. You want to bring them back to life? My don't sense anything in it for me, then why resurrect only me? Zenbal and my brother are strong. They would definitely be useful to you. Aints took a good look at Zayusu and shrugged. I'll think about it. Keep the bodies of those two safe. I'll consider it. Aints walked off, his robe flapping, as if to say the conversation was over. As the pair retreated, Zayusu heard Aura's fading voice say, that Hydra's pretty cute, huh? He finally broke his submissive posture and relaxed. I survived, or I guess I came back to life. He didn't know what kind of rule they were in for, but if they could prove themselves useful, he figured it couldn't be that bad. Crush, my brother, it's okay. Let us worry about it later. Right now you need to rest and get back on your feet. Don't worry, I can carry you. Okay, thanks. Zayusu crumpled to one side and closed his eyes. The moment his lids fell, he was hit by a wave of sleep, like the deep sleep that awaited him after a day of straining his body beyond its limit. Sensing the gentle arms around him, Zayusu sank back into darkness. Afterward, I doubt there are many people starting from this volume, so allow me to say, long time no see. This is Kyugin Mariyama. So as I announced in the afterword of the previous volume, this turned out to be a strange book all about lizardmen. The story was fairly rare for a light novel, don't you think? Maybe I just don't know where to look, but I feel there aren't many where the protagonist one-sidedly invades a peaceful village. How did you find it? You may have mixed feelings, but in this series, there's a fairly good chance that the strong will trample the weak now and then. The Overlord protagonist isn't the type to just deal with what's right in front of him, putting out fires as they start. He's the type that acts assertively to carry out his aims and pursue profit. Instead of acting when he hears a princess is in trouble, he's the aggressive one who goes out searching for a princess who's in trouble. Well, maybe not exactly like that. And those of you who play strategy simulation games understand, but in order to meet his goal of expanded military power, Aints tends to subjugate weaklings rather than go after stronger opponents. So rather than the usual invaded side, I'd like to make this a series about the invader side. That said, simply beating on each other isn't an invasion. From here on out, I'd like to give some thank yous. So Bin Crush was so cute. She got me all flustered. Thanks also to Code Design for the great cover, Obi wrap and poster designs. To Osako, thanks for always doing such detailed proofreading. And thanks for everything to my editor, Eftar, to Honey, who looked over the manuscript. Thanks as always for your penetrating insights. I really use my head to figure out how to respond. And to everyone who bought the book, my deepest thanks. Thank you so much. Okay, it will be great if I can see you again for the next book. Well then, see you. This is just a side comment, but in every book so far I've used the word death in at least one of the chapter titles. It's getting tougher to do, so there might not be one in the next book. It was just for kicks, So it's not like there's an issue if I don't anyhow. If you don't have the knack for that sort of thing, it's just kind of hard to pull off. Bummer. KUJNEMAIUIMA July 2013.